Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how you're going to create an assignment inside of Canvas. Once again, there's two ways to do this. It's through modules, or you can go to the assignments button here and select assignments, and then you can press plus for the assignment. I'm going to go ahead and work through modules. So let's go ahead and add an assignment to week 1. I'm going to press the plus button. I'm going to go ahead and press new assignment because we're in the assignment button. And I'm going to give this assignment a name. So I'm going to call this assignment color project. Okay. I'm going to add the item. And then let's go ahead and start editing this assignment. So let's select color project, the title. We will go up to the top where it says edit. And then now I can start to put in the information. So I can start to say on this text box, color project instructions. And then I can go into the instructions. I can add my rubric to here if I'd like, so the students know how I'm going to grade their project. I can assign some points to it, so maybe this is 100 points. And then it should be displayed as points. I do want this counted towards their final grade, so I'll leave that blank. Now I can say specifically how I'd like the students to submit their projects. So maybe this will be an online submission, and if it's online, I have the option of having it a text entry, a website URL, media recordings, or file uploads. For my class, I mostly pick file uploads because the students upload their videos to me, and I'm able to restrict the file type, so I can say the only thing they could submit to me is an MP4 file, which is a video file. And this will filter anything they try to submit. So let's say they forget to export their video and they try to give me just their project file. It's not going to let them submit that to this assignment because the only project file they're looking for is this MP4 file. So you can do that with most of your options here. I'll go ahead and unclick file uploads. If you do media recordings, you can have the students record themselves saying something or talking about something, and you can do it that way. I can have the students enter a website URL, or I can have them enter a text entry, however you'd like it to be. If you just want to let the students know that this is an assignment, but they will be turning it in class, you can say on paper. Or you can select an external tool. Now, I've not used this external tool before, but basically, if I'd like the students to submit something like this assignment to a website, I can enter in this website here, and it'll make sure that the students go on there so that they can submit their project. So it's a really interesting feature. If that's what you need for your class, it'll be there. The next thing you can do is unlimited attempts, which means how many times they can resubmit a project in here. If you'd like, you can put a limited amount. Maybe they're only allowed to resubmit something 3 times. You would put that option in here like this. If it's a group assignment, I can check this off and say specifically what group this project pertains to. I would have to set that up a little differently in a different section, but this allows me to select that group for this project. Quite honest, I've never used the peer review tool here, so I don't exactly know what it does, but I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it blank. If you find out, let me know, because I'd love to learn a little bit more about Canvas if I can. Alright, so the other thing is, just like before in the quizzes and in the discussions, I can specifically say who I'd like this to pertain to. But since I don't have people, I can't do that in this scenario, but that's how I would give this to specific students. I can then add a due date, so I'd like this to be due maybe on the 11th. And then I can say when this is available. I can have it start on the first day and go all the way until it is due on the 11th, or I can be a little nice and give it to them until the 12th, or the 15th if they need some extra time. Once again, remember, if students need to submit it after this date, you are going to have to manually go in here and change this date to whichever date would give them more time. So just keep that in mind. And then let's go ahead and press save and publish. So there we go. Now I have my project, and the students will see something a little different when they have this. They'll see a button at the top here that says submit assignment, and then that's how they would submit whatever it is they are doing for this assignment. And that's pretty much it. That's how you create an assignment inside Canvas. The next thing I'm going to show you is how you can grade these assignments and how you can see how far a student has worked on an assignment, for example, or a quiz, for example. So if that's something you'd like to learn more about, go ahead and continue in this video series.